Good evening, family. Good evening. I apologize. We're running a little bit behind tonight. I'm testing out some new equipment. Hold on one second. Good evening, family. My name is Pastor Carlos Sr. I'm the lead pastor of New Hope in sunny St. Petersburg, Florida. And I am excited to be with you again this week as we are continuing our exploration of the Old Testament scriptures. And currently, we are in the book of Psalms, more precisely, Psalm 19. And I'm excited to spend a few minutes, even though we're starting late. We won't be on long, and I hope that you get an opportunity to lean in, if not tonight, at some point in the future. I am testing out a new mic, so I want to make sure that you can hear me. And so as you're coming in the room, if you can say hello, let us know um, that you can hear us. I'm trying to continue to improve the stream. But tonight we are in Psalm 19, the 19th Psalm. And so this information is incorrect. Let me, Psalm 19. Psalm 19. And so Psalm 19 is a wonderful psalm talking about revelation of God in his world, talking about the revelation of God through two primary vehicles, one being his word, one being his world, and the other being his word. And so we're in Psalm 19. One of the things that the psalmist and the psalm is accredited to King David, and it probably in all likelihood is David. But one of the things or one of the things that David wants the reader to know um, is that we have been created by a God, and more precisely, the audience that David is writing to worship a God who desires and who has made himself known. Like he has uh, revealed himself um, in a number of different ways, but more specifically, David talks about how God has revealed himself in the world and through his word. And then David goes on to tell us how you and I can read them both, how we can read the manuscript of God's creative order and also read the testimony of God and know God in the way that we should. And ultimately, that is the true desire of every true worshiper, every true believer is to really know God in the way that we ought to know him. One of the things that I love about the disposition of Scripture is that there is no attempt to prove God's existence. That there is built into the Scriptures the assumption of God's existence, but building on that assumption, sort of how God has made obvious this knowledge that He does exist, that the assumption of God's existence is not presumptuous, for the mere fact that God has left, obvious examples of His of His existence, um, by way of leaving breadcrumbs. And so let's take a look at. Hold on, let me make sure. Can you hear me?